Today I want to talk to you about empowerment. One of the things that a lot of people are saying these days is that we need to empower people to do well, and we want to really have that type of culture in our church where people are not just being encouraged but being empowered. Encouragement is saying, hey, you're doing well, you're a champion. But empowerment, what that does, it helps a person to actually go and do it. You're saying, hey, I'm going to say something, do something that will enable you to do something that you weren't doing before. That's empowerment. And that's a culture, a great culture to have in a group of people. A great example of someone who God empowered was Gideon. Gideon, he was from the least tribe, just a small guy, a little bit fearful of what was happening around him, hiding away from the battle. And God comes to him and says, Gideon, get up, you mighty man of valor, and go out and win the victory. Now, what was it? God saw somebody was better than than Gideon actually thought himself. And so Gideon suddenly realized, hey, I'm a mighty man of valor. And then he doesn't just say, you're a mighty man of valor. He then gives him a commission. He says, I so much believe that of you, I'm going to give you something to do. And so he then sends him out into a battle in which he's leading just a few people to defeat a whole lot. And Gideon was able to do that because he was empowered by God. It says in Acts 1 verse 8 that the Holy Ghost comes to empower us. It says the followers of Jesus, after he died and rose from the dead, he told them, he said, go and wait in Jerusalem and you're going to be endued with power from on high and going to become witnesses for me. And so every Christian, they have that power. So why aren't we moving in that power? Because something's happened in our mind. You see, we have the power given by God, but our mind says, you're a failure. You can't do it. You're too weak. And that's what this world does. It disempowers us. It takes away our strength. It says we can't. But what God says, I give you my power. And so what we then need to do is get our mind renewed and start to think correctly about who we are and about what we can do. And every person's been given talents and gifts and abilities. And if we can then help others and say, hey, come on, I know you can do it. You did well. I believe you've really got what it takes. And then we give them some opportunity to do it because we've got trust in them, because we've got trust that God's in them and that they've got some power from Him and they've got some ability, then they're empowered. And so I want to encourage you, whoever you are watching this today, to know that if God's called you, you've been endued with power from on high, and you can do it, and you've been given gifts to do something, you have a purpose for being on the earth, and you can go and be all that God created you to be and to do all that God created you to do. God bless you.